The only individual time trial of the Giro Rosa awaited riders on stage 5. With 2 merciless climbs punctuating the 12.5-kilometre course, it would suit punchy classics riders and offer the chance for a major GC shake-up.
Yeah, yesterday we've been told that Annemiek got a gap, so we just played the game and we put 3 riders to the front and went full until the end. Today I'm second in the GC, but I have too much respect for Annemiek to say that the Giro is over, because it's not indeed, and she will fight very hard to get it back.
Actually, I always like the hard time trials. I'm not a person who can do a good time trial on a flat course, so for me it's ideal course. Yeah, I haven't been really preparing for this time trial, looking forward for it really much. But yeah, of course, if you want to fight for a GC in a Giro, you have to be good in every part of it. So yeah, so we will see.
The focus of the stage was less on the finish line and more on the ruthless ascent up to it. The Strada Cocchieri, 400 metres long and hitting a huge 30% gradient. It has a steepness that even overshadows the mighty Mur de Huy of Flèche Wallonne. Of the early starters, Miriam Bjornsrud was the first to lay down a lasting marker, although the provisional leadership switched 5 times before the top 10 began their runs. But then the big contenders had their turn. Kasia Niewiadoma, a proven threat this season on punchy climbs such as this, started the day in 6th position on GC. 4th in the place for the overall, Annemiek van Vleuten was in hot pursuit. After being on the wrong side of the peloton split on the stage before, she went from being the Maglia Rosa's biggest rival to being more than 2 minutes down. Here she quickly began to take metres out of the other riders on the road. Elisa Longo Borghini started in 2nd place, merely 26 seconds off the race lead. She took to the route with force. After 4 stage podiums at the Giro Rosa in her career, the top-placed Italian rider was looking to claim that elusive win at her home race. But by the intermediate time check, she was 7 seconds behind Van Vleuten. Last out was Maglia Rosa Anna van der Breggen. This year's triple Ardennes champion would need to put in a good time to hold off the onslaught from her rivals. Meanwhile, on the gruelling climb to the finish, Niewiadoma, who set off 4 minutes ahead of Van Vleuten, was quickly being tracked down by the Dutchwoman. Niewiadoma had crashed on the descent of the first climb. She was lucky to pick up nothing more than road rash, but the crash cost her a significant number of seconds. 3-time time trial national champion Van Vleuten swapped her Dutch tricolour for a green skin suit as mountains leader, and showed exactly why she was queen of the mountains on the punishing run-in. Heading for the finish, she hunted down and overtook the unlucky Niewiadoma, smashing the best time recorded so far, coming in almost 2 minutes under the lead time of fellow Orica Scott rider Spratt. A huge effort at a sensational 25 minutes 29 seconds. But what would it mean for her GC campaign? To know that, all attention turned to the 2 riders still out on the road, Longo Borghini and Van der Breggen. Wearing blue as the top Italian rider, Longo Borghini was lifted, almost literally, by the local fans, over the ascent that so many had battled on earlier in the day. Finishing fast, she crossed the line, but with a time some 1 minute 15 seconds behind Van Vleuten, and slotted into 2nd place. 1 left to go then, a rider who has made success after success on some of the steepest roads of the women's calendar, shooting up the Strada Cocchieri. On the final few corners, Van Vleuten's time had already ticked past. Van der Breggen would lose 41 seconds of her race lead to her, but was putting time into all the other GC contenders, over the line with a time of 26 minutes and 10 seconds. Second on the stage, her race lead extended over fellow podium finisher Longo Borghini. Van Vleuten took a moment to celebrate her 2nd win of the race and her dramatic move back up to 3rd for the overall.
Yesterday was a big disappointment, and then it's sometimes hard to switch and focus on the next day. But I switched and I felt like today's my first day to gain some time back, and I did. I mean, maybe also didn't have the perfect ride, so maybe I'm slightly even better than I showed. But yeah, lost one length, so I had to do a bit of an eye, and I have -8, so I was a bit. It was good that I did a really good recon off the course already before.
It's not over yet. I mean, we're halfway and it's going to be tough anyway in the stages coming up, especially stage 7 and 8. But for now it looks good, and I think I just have to follow Annemiek because she will take her chance when she can. But yeah, we're going to try to keep the GC like it is.
Impressive performances from Arlenis Sierra and Hannah Barnes saw the sprinters both claim places in the top 10 on the stage. And in the GC, Van der Breggen's lead now stands at 1 minute, while Van Vleuten leapfrogs Guarnier to get back into the podium spots.